Hey guys, how are you? So for today, for your science, you are to read the Move It article and then complete the push and pull T-chart. So you're supposed to cut and paste these cute little pictures and tell me if it's either using a push or a pull. But I would thought we would read this together, do a fun YouTube video, and learn more about push and pull, and then I will let you do the push and pull worksheet on your own. So, sorry. Let me do this really quick. Okay, so it's called Move It. The shape of an object affects how it moves. A ball has a round shape. A ball rolls when you push it. A book is a rectangle. It has flat sides. A book slides when you push it. So, say I was at one side of the table and you were at the other side of the table, and I have a ball, and I'm going to roll it towards you. It would rotate, right? It would keep rolling and rolling and rolling towards you. Then, say I take a book and I push it across the table. Would it roll or would it just slide? It would stay flat and it would slide, right? A rocking horse has a curved bottom. It rocks back and forth when you ride it. A sled has a flat bottom that makes it slide easily when it is pushed or pulled. So because that slide has a flat bottom, it's super, super easy to push or pull either way, either direction. Okay, so let's take a look at the YouTube video of push and pulls, and then we will take a look at your worksheet for the day.
Welcome to Kids Academy.
How about it, Polly?
Hi.
I've been thinking a lot about forces. You push or pull on an object. Like when I push this banana across the table, or if I pull it toward me.
What is a force?
That's a good question. What is a force? Let's talk about it. When an object moves from place to place, we call that motion. In order for an object to be put into motion, a force has to be applied to it. That force can be either a push or a pull.
Motion is moving from one place to another. Force, a push or a pull on the object.
Now that we know a little bit about motion and forces, let's step into the lab and take a look at what they look like in real life using this toy truck. We're going to be exploring push and pull. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the truck down facing forward and backward. When I push it, I'm usually moving the object away from myself so I can push it away from me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it. When we pull an object, it usually comes toward us. Now I'm pulling the object. Now that's a forward and a backwards motion. We can do the same thing when we're talking about up and down. If I get under my object, like so, I can push the object up. Or I can set it down and I can come from the top of my object and I can pull the object up. Objects can't move on their own. In order for an object to move, some sort of force has to be applied to it, either a push or a pull. If I leave it alone and nothing touches this, the object will not move on by itself. Now I'd like to play a game where we look at real-life forces and determine whether they're pushes or pulls. I'm going to give you an example of force in action, and you got to shout out whether it's a push or a pull.
So let's do this together.
Spinning in first, we have an RV towing a car. Push or pull?
So,
Pull!
he said it too quick. But here's the big RV, and it's connected to this truck, but it is pulling the truck, right?
Next up, a game of shuffleboard.
That is a push.
That's a push.
You're pushing it away.
What force am I using to roll this giant wheel? That's a push. Time for a tough one. This crane lifting a giant object?
It's a pull.
It's pulling that slab. When we're playing pool, what force are we using? Push. So what have we learned today? Objects don't move on their own. In order for an object to be put into motion or being moved from one place to another, some sort of force has to be acted upon it, either a push or a pull. So whether it's pushing a soccer ball with your feet or pulling your water bottle just a little bit closer, forces move our world.
Subscribe.
All right, that was a very cool video. I liked his examples. So now we're going to take a look at your pushes and pull worksheet. Remember, push is typically when you push something away from you. Pull is when you're grabbing it and pulling it towards you, right? So let's take a look at these pictures. The wheelbarrow. He has a lot of stuff and he's moving it. He's moving it forward. Is he pushing it or is he pulling it? I think he would be pushing it towards something, right? Pushing it towards the dirt. What about if you have one of these little wooden dogs? Is it pushing itself? Do you have to push it or do you pull it behind you? You pull it behind you. Same with this wagon. Is she pushing it or is she pulling it? Pulling it toward her. She's pulling it. What about the stroller? Is he pushing the stroller or is he pulling it? He's pushing the stroller. And then I'd like you to try and do the bottom pictures on your own. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know, and best of luck. I will talk to you later and have a fabulous day. Bye.